Ethan Carter woke to the sting of fresh bites, red welts crawling up his arms in the dim morning light of his Portland apartment. Each night, something unseen fed on him, leaving his skin raw and his mind frayed. Bed bugs, he thought, tearing apart his mattress, scrubbing every seam, spraying insecticides until the air choked him. But no bugs, no blood, no evidence. Just relentless itching that followed him to work, drawing stares from colleagues. Desperate, Ethan set up a phone camera to catch the culprit. At 3 a.m., the footage revealed a chilling ripple beneath his blanket. Something alive, invisible, squirming. What was invading his home, his body, his peace? Why couldn't anyone find it? Join us as we unravel Ethan's nightmare, a mystery that defied experts and exposed a hidden terror. What would you do if your home turned against you? Ethan Carter, a 34-year-old graphic designer, lived alone in a modest Portland apartment, its exposed brick walls and thrift store furniture a cozy haven, until the bites began. 3 weeks ago, he woke to angry red welts on his arms, neck, and torso, itching so fiercely he scratched until his skin bled. Bed bugs, he assumed, a common urban plague. He stripped his bed, washed sheets in scalding water, vacuumed every corner, and sprayed insecticides until his eyes stung. But the bites kept coming, fresh each morning, a cruel reminder of nocturnal invaders. At his office, colleagues noticed him clawing at his neck, their concern tinged with unease. "You okay, man?" his co-worker just asked, eyeing the red marks. Ethan forced a smile. Just allergies, probably. Online, he scoured forums, confirming bed bugs matched the symptoms. Clustered bites, nocturnal attacks. He inspected his mattress seams, checked furniture crevices, set sticky traps. Nothing. No scurrying insects, no droppings, no exoskeletons. Frustration gnawed at him. If not bed bugs, what? He stood by his bed one night, staring at the mattress, feeling like it was mocking him. Something was feeding on him. But where was it hiding? Have you ever felt a problem you couldn't see eating away at you? Desperate, Ethan set up his phone to record overnight, angling it to capture his pillow and bed. He barely slept, anxiety twisting his gut. Morning came with new bites, and he pored over footage. Hours of nothing, tossing, turning, restless sleep. Then, at 3:17 a.m., a faint ripple under his blanket, like something small squirming beneath. No clear shape, just a subtle disturbance. He zoomed in, heart pounding. Was it an insect? A trick of the light? The ambiguity chilled him. What was moving in his bed? Ethan called a pest control service, unable to face another night of uncertainty. Carl, a middle-aged exterminator with a clipboard and calm demeanor, arrived that afternoon. "Tell me everything," Carl said, gloving up. Ethan recounted the bites, the failed traps, the eerie footage. Carl inspected the bedroom meticulously. Mattress, bed frame, baseboards, closet, rugs. He flipped cushions, showing a flashlight in the cracks, even peeled back wallpaper. After an hour, he straightened, puzzled. No bed bugs. No droppings, no shells, no eggs. "You sure it's happening at night?" Ethan nodded, scratching his neck. Every morning, new bites. They itch like hell, just like bed bug bites. Carl scratched his chin. Could be fleas. "Got pets?" Ethan shook his head, irritation rising. "No pets, no travel, just me and these bites." Carl's face softened. "I'll set professional traps. If bed bugs are here, they'll show up. I'll check tomorrow." Ethan agreed, clinging to hope that Carl's expertise would end his torment. That night, he lay in bed, the trap's faint adhesive scent mingling with his anxiety. The itching returned, sharp stings forcing him to scratch until his skin was raw. Was he imagining it? Or was something still out there? What would you try when every solution fails? Morning brought no relief. New welts on his legs. Carl returned, checking the traps with a frown. "Empty," he said, eyebrows raised. "These are designed to catch bed bugs. If they were here, we'd have something." Ethan's hope crumbled. Carl suggested a dermatologist, his tone gentle but firm. This might be a skin issue mimicking bites. Ethan nodded, deflated, but scheduled an appointment. Could his own body be betraying him? Or was something still lurking unseen? Dr. Emily Bailey, a dermatologist with no-nonsense air, examined Ethan's bites in a sterile clinic room. The welts, red and swollen, dotted his arms and torso. "These look like insect bites," she said, taking a biopsy from a particularly angry spot. "We'll test for allergic reactions or skin conditions, but the pattern screams bugs." Ethan explained his fruitless searches, the empty traps, the eerie footage. Dr. Bailey prescribed a steroid cream for the itching and promised results soon. "If it's not bugs, we'll find out what's causing this," she assured him. Ethan left, unsettled but hopeful. Could it be his skin playing tricks? Or was something still attacking him each night? At home, the cream dulled the itch, but new bites appeared. Ethan's anxiety spiked. He wasn't imagining this. Dr. Bailey called days later, her voice cautious. "The biopsy shows an inflammatory response consistent with insect bites, not a skin disease. Something's biting you, Ethan." His stomach dropped. "Then why can't we find it?" After a pause, she said, "I'm referring you to an entomologist, Dr. Victor Chong. He specializes in unusual cases. This might be an uncommon insect, not just bed bugs." Ethan met Dr. Chong, a wiry man with confident demeanor, at his lab a week later. "Only at home, only at night?" Chong asked, reviewing Dr. Bailey's notes. Ethan nodded. "Nowhere else. Not my parents' house, not friends' places." Chang's eyes lit up. "That's a localized source. Let's inspect your bedroom closely." At Ethan's apartment, Chong unpacked a kit, magnifying lenses, test tubes, slides. He scoured the bed, lifting mattress corners, scraping the wooden frame, his headlamp casting stark shadows. Ethan watched tense as Chang's movements grew deliberate. Near the mattress seam, Chong stiffened, his breath quickening. He collected a sample, sealing it in a vial. "Did you find something?" Ethan asked, voice tight. Chang's lips pursed. "Something atypical. I need to analyze this under a microscope." Ethan's dread deepened. What had Chong seen? That night, unwilling to face his bed, he slept on the living room sofa, wrapped in fresh blankets. Morning brought new bites on his ankle, mocking his attempt to escape. The problem wasn't just his bedroom. It was everywhere. His phone buzzed with Dr. Chang's urgent voice. "Come to my lab. Now!" Ethan drove, hands sweaty, imagining the worst. At the lab, Chong pointed to a petri dish under a microscope. "Look for yourself." Ethan peered in, expecting bed bugs. Instead, he saw tiny worm-like creatures, smaller than a pinhead, with elongated bodies and multiple legs. Not round, not reddish. Alien. He recoiled, voice shaking. "What are these?" Chong adjusted his glasses, voice measured. "Triatoma infestans, a parasitic insect from South America. They feed on blood, like bed bugs, but they're nearly invisible, nesting in wood, walls, fabric. Their bites cause severe reactions and can transmit diseases." Ethan's nausea surged. "How dangerous?" Chang's face was grim. "Very. They can cause infections, allergies, even secondary diseases through saliva. They've been breeding in your apartment, feeding on you nightly." Ethan's mind reeled. How had these creatures invaded his home? "Have you ever discovered something in your space you couldn't explain?" Chong theorized they arrived via imported furniture or a package. "We need to act fast," he said, calling a specialized pest control team. That evening, Ethan watched from the living room as suited technicians swarmed his bedroom. Dr. Mason, another expert, vacuumed the mattress, her flashlight flickering. Suddenly, she stumbled back, voice trembling. "They're active. So many." A technician's scream pierced the air as tiny creatures scurried across the bed frame, vanishing into crevices. Ethan's heart raced. What was this nightmare in his home? The bedroom became a containment zone, sealed with negative pressure to trap the parasites. Dr. Chong oversaw the operation, his calm fraying as the infestation scale became clear. "This is unprecedented in a residential setting," he admitted. Technicians, in hazmat suits, dismantled the bed frame, revealing hundreds of triatoma infestans nesting in the wood. Dr. Mason, hands shaking, Secured samples in sealed containers, their writhing forms visible under bright lights. Ethan, barred from entering, watched from the hallway, his skin crawling. The health department was called, and the building superintendent notified. Adjacent apartments were inspected to prevent spread. Ethan was evacuated, advised to stay with family. He crashed at his parents' house, sleeping fitfully, every itch triggering panic. Dr. Chong updated him daily. The team used high-heat treatments and specialized chemicals, removing the mattress, bed frame, and wall paneling. After 2 weeks, the infestation was declared eradicated. Ethan returned to his sterile apartment, new bed, repaired walls, every surface scrubbed. Standing in the doorway, he felt like a stranger in his own home. Was it really safe? Could he trust the space again? At a final meeting, Dr. Chong and Dr. Mason explained the parasites likely came from a discount warehouse bed frame Ethan bought months earlier. This strain is new, Chong said. We're reporting it globally to update import protocols. Dr. Mason smiled reassuringly. You did everything right, Ethan. This was unprecedented. But the psychological scars lingered. Every speck of dust, every tickle on his skin, sent Ethan's heart racing. He replaced all his furniture, choosing local suppliers, inspecting each piece obsessively. He became an accidental expert on parasites, knowledge he never wanted but now clung to for control. What would it take for you to feel safe in your home after such a violation? Ethan's story spread quietly among pest control and health professionals. Experts shared data, debating prevention. Health officials revised guidelines for furniture imports, citing Ethan's case. His apartment, once a haven, was now a reminder of vulnerability. Yet, as weeks passed, the absence of bites brought relief. He could sleep again, the silence no longer menacing. Ethan began to reclaim his life, but the question lingered. What else might be hiding in plain sight? Ethan Carter's nightmare began with bites he couldn't explain, a mystery that turned his Portland apartment into a battleground. For weeks, he fought an invisible enemy, suspecting bed bugs but finding nothing, until a chilling ripple in his bed revealed Triatomon festans, a rare South American parasite nesting in his home. Experts were stunned, their screams echoing Ethan's horror as they uncovered an unprecedented infestation. His persistence, camera footage, pest control, specialists exposed a threat that could have spread undetected. Now, his case drives global changes in import inspections, potentially saving others from similar terror. Ethan's home is safe, but the psychological scars remain. Every itch sparks fear, a reminder of the unseen menace that fed on him. What's hiding in your space, unnoticed until it's too late? Could a speck of dust be more than it seems? Share your thoughts below, and tell us your city. Let's uncover the hidden dangers we might all face.